Welcome back, vloggers. Today, this is a good one. We're reacting for the first time. But first, before we do that, before I let anyone speak, look at my little SpongeBob. Alright, I have a special guest with me. And not really guest because he also owns this channel too. Say hey.
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, guys. Time to get it ready.
Well, welcome back to the first time ever. Huh? I'm
Move my camera.
making a video.
Oop, wrong button. Alright, guys. This is the first time ever. 9 scary ghost videos caught on camera. Let's go.
On New Year's Eve 2025, Carmen and her toddler were fast asleep at home. Everything seemed normal until Carmen was suddenly jolted awake by a loud notification from her phone. It was a notification from her security camera. According to the camera app, there was someone in her backyard. Carmen says this immediately seemed strange to her. Her yard is surrounded by a 6-foot high fence, so anybody trying to get in would have a hard time getting over the fence. Freaked out, concerned, Carmen opened the camera app and was horrified to see this. A pale, see-through figure can be seen moving through Carmen's backyard, caught.
Bro, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
That could easily just be like a tarp or something flowing through the wind.
Yeah. Do you have Photoshop? I think we should do some investigation.
I do not have Photoshop.
Oh, dang it. You could have brought in the image.
Oh, no.
But actually, that wouldn't have worked. It's black and white. Yeah, it's black and white. That wouldn't even work, though.
No.
By her security camera. Considering the height of the 6-foot fence around the yard, the figure looks unnaturally tall. Carmen knew right away that something was very wrong about the figure, so she hurried to her window to check outside. But there was no one there. Whoever or whatever had been in her yard just moments before had vanished into thin air. Carmen believes that what her security camera caught that night must have been something paranormal, and she's not the only one who reports capturing some strange activity on a security camera, as you're about to see in this next clip.
Number 8.
Reddit user runs with scissors believes their brother-in-law's home may be haunted by a ghost. For the past few months, their brother-in-law has been hearing some creepy noises coming from outside the house, almost like someone or something is walking around the property. However, whenever anyone went outside, there was nothing there. The noises continue, increasing in severity over time, until eventually it starts to sound like whatever is out there walks onto the porch. Once again, after checking outside, no one can find anything out of the ordinary. Curious, the OP's brother-in-law decides to install a security camera outside their home, pointing at the porch. Late one night, the noises start up again, and the security camera catches this.
It's literally windy. It's literally windy, though. You can see the wind.
Yeah, the wind's going one way. There's no way the wind could blow it open so gently and close it so gently.
Yeah, that had to be something, but how it's been.
The swing. See? It wasn't swinging. It can't be the wind because it would have done both.
Yeah, I don't really like these eras though. They used to put circles.
The front gate suddenly opens all on its own. Then, seconds later, a swinging porch chair begins to rock back and forth as if someone we can't see is sitting on it. When the OP's brother-in-law saw the footage, he became convinced that something paranormal had taken place. With nothing else to explain the creepy noises he was hearing every night, he started to believe that his home was haunted by a ghost. When the OP uploaded the footage to Reddit, commenters were pretty skeptical. Some argued that the wind could have caused the gate to blow open and the swinging chair to move, but the OP explains that this explanation seems unlikely because the gate is latched. Not only that, but by paying close attention to the footage, we can see that nothing else seems to be moving. So
the gate was latched, so it could have been the wind.
Oh,
Now the swinging could be the wind, but the gate.
that's not the wind.
Yeah, it was not.
That's not the wind. This
the
is
OP
for
thinks
like
that what caused the mysterious movement couldn't have been the wind, and that it must have been a ghost. But what do you think? Let me know down below.
So it had to be unlit.
Dacia
Did
Solis
someone get-
recently installed security cameras around her house after she noticed objects going missing. At first, Dacia thought that her young daughter must have been hiding things, but when she asked, her daughter insisted she had never taken anything. Dacia wasn't sure what to believe until one
daughter
night,
could have been
the
lying.
camera in Dash's living room captured something creepy. Dacia and her daughter were in her bedroom. She had just tucked her daughter into bed when she suddenly got a notification on her phone telling her the camera had sensed movement in the living room. And the scariest thing was, no one else was in the house. Heart racing, Dacia opens the app and sees this. What looks like a small child can be seen peeking out from behind the wall. If Dacia hadn't been in the same room as her daughter at the time, she might never have realised that something was wrong. Dacia now thinks that it wasn't her daughter who had been causing the mysterious disappearances of things around her home. It must have been whoever or whatever this is. However, Dacia doesn't think this is human. In fact, when she posted the clip to her social media, she called this creepy figure, quote, the ghost girl, suggesting she thinks something paranormal was at play. Many viewers think that Dacia's home may be haunted by a mimic, a kind of paranormal entity that mimics the behaviour of humans. Could it be that it's mimicking
Now, how do we know her child was actually with her? She could have just said these things and then have her child go there to get entertainment out of people.
Yeah, that you're right. The mom could have just done that. She could have just had the child. She could have just
or she
been
could
like,
just have a can that's a cat's tail. Like, come on.
The mimic thing kind of like made it obvious that seems fake.
Yeah.
And also,
see his daughter. If you thought that was creepy, wait until you see this next one.
Oh my gosh, this next one.
And also,
on the
that girl
17th
looked
of April,
too tall.
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been a mimic. It looked too tall.
Yeah.
So it had to be
a young woman from India suddenly went missing. The girl, aged just 18, had left her family home in the morning and was supposed to wait outside a local store for her father to pick her up around noon. But when her father arrived, she was nowhere to be found. He called her phone several times, but there was no answer. By nightfall, there was still no sign of her. It was like she had simply vanished without a trace. So the family reported her missing. During the police investigation, the detective handling the young woman's case asked local store owners to show him their CCTV footage. He hoped it might be able to give him some idea of her whereabouts,
I found a way for us to
but
investigate
he was
with this one where it's easy.
floored by
I
what
think if you
he
can Google,
saw.
you can look up recent kidnappings and see if her name pops up. The creepy guy walking up. The suspicious guy.
तिकडे बघितलं बघते मी कॅश होते वाटतं बाबू ये वो लवकर आहे लवकर आहे बघ रे
In the CCTV footage, the young woman can be seen, apparently waiting for her father to pick her up. She waits for a few moments before she suddenly looks up and walks away with her arm outstretched. She walks off camera, never to be seen again. Since this was the last known footage of the young woman before she disappeared, the police department posted it online, asking for anyone who might know anything to come forward. So far, no one can explain why she acted the way she did in the recording. Many viewers think it looks as if she is led away by someone only she can see. This has led several people to speculate that this isn't just a missing persons case, but evidence of paranormal activity. But what do you think? Drop a comment and let me know.
I think we could do some investigation of ourselves on this.
Old hospitals are often said to be incredibly haunted. Many believe the ghosts of patients who passed away continue to roam dark corridors and wander through empty rooms. The King's Daughters Hospital in Ashland, Kentucky is no exception. Chris Jesse, a man who works at the hospital, reports hearing disembodied voices and seeing shadow people, leading him to believe it's haunted. But until now, he's never caught anything on camera. However, one night, while working the late shift, Chris spots something creepy on the hospital's CCTV.
Oh shit, did you see that? I didn't get that.
What looks like a black shadow was captured by the CCTV camera is visible for a second before it suddenly moves with incredible speed and vanishes from sight. Chris believes this could be one of the shadow people he has seen in the hospital, and that it could be the ghost of a patient who passed away in one of the nearby wards. Viewers tried to offer logical explanations for this strange footage. Some think the shadow could have been an insect on the camera lens, or perhaps some kind of camera glitch. But Chris is convinced that the CCTV camera captured evidence that the King's Daughters Hospital in Kentucky really is haunted by ghosts.
Number 4.
Angela Whammy is a personal trainer from the United States. She usually doesn't post much on social media, and when she does, it has absolutely nothing to do with ghosts or the paranormal. However, Angela's home security camera recently recorded something that left her terrified that her home was haunted. She uploaded the footage to her social media account, explaining that it was captured while she was home alone with her baby. It was around 10 p.m. and she suddenly received a notification from her security camera. It alerted her that someone had been detected outside. At first, she thought it was her husband coming home from a late shift at work, but when he didn't show up, Angela decided to check the camera app to find out what was going on, and what she saw sent a chill down her spine.
And it looks like, look at the arrow, that looks like a baby doll that they just put right there. Or if it's a daughter. Or if she has a daughter. And it just disappeared, dude. What?
That's easy to do though.
Angela thinks that what her security camera captured is the ghost of a girl standing inside her house. She appears to be looking through the sliding doors, and then she fades away, disappearing into the darkness. When she posted the clip to social media, viewers began to speculate. Some agreed with Angela that this looks like the ghost of a girl standing on the other side of the glass door. Others argued that there was nothing there, and that this was a simple case of pareidolia. However, Angela would go on to record an update that would make the clip seem even creepier.
So this is the area, the door that it was like standing inside. We don't have anything or keep anything in this area because it's a walkway and it would be really awkward. And then this is where the security camera is. So when I looked at the footage, I expected to see a person. I didn't expect to see that though.
Angela attempts to recreate the footage captured by her security camera. However, she demonstrates that on camera, she is barely visible when she closes the sliding glass door. If someone was standing at the door, looking outside, the camera probably wouldn't have sensed them at all, which suggests that whatever was recorded by the security camera wasn't human. Angela believes that a ghost was caught on camera that night, but what the ghost wants and why it was in Angela's home is a mystery.
Alright, that's believable now. Holy.
A woman in the Philippines claims to have caught paranormal activity on camera. The woman was walking down a busy street in Matanao. Everything seemed normal until she spotted something up ahead that she couldn't explain. She saw a man crossing a bridge, but there was something following behind him. The woman almost couldn't believe her eyes, so she grabbed her phone and started recording.
That could just be his shadow.
Yeah, it's probably just a shadow.
It definitely is a shadow. I mean, but it is very sunny outside, so it looks like too dark.
If you
to
look
be a
closely,
shadow.
a dark shadow can be seen following behind the man. The man doesn't seem to notice that anything is wrong, and neither does anyone else nearby. This led the woman to believe that she had captured something paranormal on camera, something that only she could see. Fearing she might be seeing things, she shared the footage to social media, but her followers saw it too. Many of them think that she captured the Grim Reaper on camera, and that it was following the man because he was going to pass away soon. But what do you think this is? Is it paranormal, as the woman and her viewers claim? Let me know. In 2017, the old Royal Adelaide in South Australia closed its doors. It had been built in 1840, and despite its 177-year run, it was badly in need of modernisation. So, a new site was chosen for the construction of a new hospital, and the old one was signed off for demolition. During those 177 years that the hospital was open, many people reported that it was haunted. The Royal Adelaide was especially famous for the legend of the Grey Nurse, an old hospital matron who is said to have walked through the halls only to disappear before anyone could catch up to her. When the hospital began to be demolished, most people thought that the legends of ghosts and hauntings would come to an end, but a group of demolition workers were inside the hospital when they saw something that left them spooked.
And there's no behind there, right?
I'm staring there the whole
You're kid. It's got to be some reason for it, eh? What are all these fucking moth?
There's no one walking past that door that fucking much.
Yeah, let's see. No, it's there again, dude. I'm filming it,
Yeah, run away, mate. Run away.
Why are they running away?
You alright, mate?
I don't know. Then why?
But this is literally a horror movie. This is
That's
what
the last
happens in
time I
horror
was
movies.
standing
This
here
is
by
when
myself.
people die because they don't run.
Wouldn't you just freak, eh?
Yeah, dude, that's fucking.
I thought it was
I think
like
they
someone
are.
joking around.
They need to run.
Oh!
You know how Australians are.
One of the bits above that one.
Can you explain that?
Skip this a little bit.
Look at all these.
Yeah.
On the other side of the door is an empty operating theatre. The demolition workers checked it several times to confirm no one was inside, but mysterious shadows can be seen moving through a thin strip of glass. It looks as if someone or something is just on the other side of the door, perhaps watching the demolition workers. However, the workers swear there was absolutely no one in the operating theatre. Some viewers have speculated that the workers inadvertently disturbed a ghost, maybe even the famous grey nurse, during the demolition, and it grew anxious when it began to understand what was happening. Viewers have questioned, when the old hospital has been completely torn down, what? Viewers have questioned the ghosts that supposedly haunt it.
Alright, buddy. Something taps on their window.
Michael is a gaming streamer from Florida. He generally uses his social media accounts to post clips from his streams, and he has never posted anything paranormal until one night. He and his parents experienced something that just didn't make sense. According to Michael's parents, they had been woken several times by something tapping on their window in the early hours of the morning. They didn't know what to make of it at first, but since they had a home security camera installed, they decided to check the footage, and what they saw made them immediately call Michael for help.
Alright, look, it's starting now. The security light turns on. It picks up. And then it walks back. It's at the corner of the house. You see him walking? It's like a short guy.
That could just be a homeless guy.
It could be a branch. Those trees, the branches are pretty long. It could be like a branch being flown through the wind.
Nah, that's way too slow.
It could just be a homeless person.
It could be a homeless. The trees moved along with it. Look. Hold on.
Or it could be a skinwalker.
Look, the trees.
And then you see the trees move.
If the trees are moving, it could either be a homeless person or a skinwalker.
Or a doppelganger.
Camera picks up what looks like a see-through figure moving around the property just before 4:30 in the morning. Michael claims that the fence around his yard is much taller than any human and bordered by thick trees and bushes, so he and his parents are incredibly doubtful that anyone could have gotten onto their property in the middle of the night, but Michael claims there was definitely something there. The motion detecting light even switches on just as the figure comes into view, suggesting that it sensed something large enough to trigger it. Michael thinks that the figure looks like a person, but he can't explain why they appear see-through, and he definitely can't explain why and how anyone could have been in his backyard at 4:30 a.m. His parents are convinced that whatever this is what has been tapping on their window and waking them up. So, could Michael's security camera have picked up a ghost on the property? Or could there be a more logical explanation for this scary video footage?
Oh my. News with some bangers.
Yep, that's probably just a homeless person walking.
Yeah, there's so many explanations to these though, but yet at the same time it's very believable.
It is. That's the problem with these videos is most of the time they're fake, but they're so believable.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
Alright,
sometimes
well,
it's hard.
that
You wanna
was
do
our
another
first
video?
Huh?
You want to make this video a bit longer and watch another one?
We're already at 24 minutes.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
want to
then
make it too
none.
long yet. I don't want to do long reactions yet.
No,
But
maybe
you know what?
next time.
Alright, guys. That was our first reaction video. We're going to have longer ones soon, and we're going to make it a series. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good diddly bye.